comes to a casual get-together, a little planning and prepping can go a long way. I'm back here in the kitchen with food and entertaining expert Liz Corbett, who's going to show us how to plan an easy brunch buffet. I have to tell you, Liz, I love brunch. I love going to parties when there's brunch, mimosas. It's always so fun. But this is even easier because you turn it into a buffet.
Easy. People get too stressed out about having people over to their home and entertaining. It doesn't have to be stressful. And I love to show people ways to make things easier.
Good.
I think breakfast and brunch is one of the best ways to do that because everybody loves breakfast and brunch.
Yes.
And this is one of the featured things that we're going to talk about right now is called a frittata. Now people might say, well, that looks a lot like a quiche. The difference between a frittata and a quiche and other things is that there's no bread or crust. It is just basically an unstructured omelet scrambled up and usually fried in a big skillet. But I've gone mini with these so that they're bite-sized.
Yeah, these are bite-sized. They're easy. You just
easy. Just put it right on your plate. You could do it with your hands. If you're going a little more formal, you could do the forks with it as well. The basics for this are 10 eggs.
Okay.
And you want to just prep your muffin tin. Again, there's no crust or anything going in here. You've got 10 eggs, and this particular one is going to be spinach and leek. Now, if you're not familiar with what a leek is, I've got show and tell.
I don't really know how to cut this up or use it.
People might look at it, it's a little awkward, like what, how do you do this? It is related to the onion and garlic family, and so it's very similar to like a green onion. So it's just a really monstrous sized green onion. You're going to cut off this part of it and slice it up, and then when you saute it, it is lovely. It's very buttery and mild. It's not as strong. That doesn't smell strong like you would think for onions. It's really,
so you have to saute it
really
first
good.
Before you put it in these little individual
your leeks.
frittatas.
You've got your 10 eggs going in there, and then I've got spinach already cut up, and a couple of tips for that. If you just lay your little spinach leaves right out onto the cutting board, get out your pizza cutter.
That's great.
And just go crazy. Just make the little lines with that. That's a fast way to do it. Another little tip is with your kitchen shears. Snip, snip, snip. No stress. Easy, easy. Yeah. So if you want to throw a little bit of spinach in each of those.
Sure I do.
And then we have the leeks that are going in here.
And I see you already put some bacon already.
I've already got bacon in half of them because you know what? We just like bacon.
Everything's better
So
with
we've got leeks in here, and you don't have to do the spinach and leeks. You can do pretty much any kind of a filling that you want.
Onion, right?
Basically, it's eggs and cheese. You could even go without the cheese if you wanted to. So you want to just put your little prepped ingredients in there. And then I have a mozzarella Monterey Jack mix. Again, do whatever you want, whatever makes you happy, whatever floats your boat. And you want to put these ingredients in first, and then you're going to pour your eggs on top. So we've only got a couple in here pre-mixed, but just so that you see how that's going to go.
And you don't need any milk or anything in
No, you can put a little bit of milk in if you want. You can put a little bit of egg. The milk makes it a little fluffier. I like to put a little bit of milk in. You can even do a teeny bit of cold water if you wanted to. So that's what it's going to look like, and it's going to bake at 375 for about 10 minutes, maybe 12 minutes. Keep an eye on it. They're going to poof up all beautiful, and that's your end result right there. And that's a fantastic,
that's pretty easy.
Easy thing. I mean, really.
They pop right out? I mean, you have to grease them.
Yep, you want to prep the pan, you whisk it up, you throw them in. They're done. And a couple of other ideas that are super easy. You want to have a variety at your buffet. You want to have something savory, and you want to have something sweet, and then something that's as close to its original form as possible. For example, fresh fruit. And we've got those on the kebabs already, so you don't need your little bowl. You don't have to have the spoon to serve them.
Eat it right off there if you wanted to, right?
Plus, it's just fun to walk around with a stick with fruit on it, right?
Yeah, and this, how great are these French toast sticks?
French toast sticks.
So easy.
Already in the cup, already have the syrup. You can just hold your little glass. You can just do the little dip with the syrup. And as far as decor goes, a lot of people don't have a ton of decor things hanging around the house like I do. So I would recommend go with things that are easy to find and inexpensive. I simply just have a piece of fabric over here, and you notice they're on the different levels. That might look familiar when you go to a hotel buffet.
Oh, it adds to it,
They always do the whole dimension thing. Do that, it's more fun. I've just got a couple of little crates underneath there. You could use anything. Make sure that it's sturdy and heat proof. And as far as some fun things for your guests, go with a fun little gift for them that they can take home. I've just simply got some herbs in a little pot. We went kind of rustic.
How cute.
Yes, of course. I just went really rustic for this. So we have a combo of the burlap, the rustic, and then some really fancy, nice white plates with it. It's a nice combo.
It certainly is.
And guests get to take home their place marker.
Oh, that's fun. I always like leaving with a little something.
That's
right?
and that's a really nice thing to do. You want to make your guests feel special. You want to show them that you made an effort. And so some other things, you want to have your coffee in a carafe, not the kind that you have, pour at the counter, the nice thermos carafe so it's nice and hot. And always offer a huge pitcher of water.
Okay.
But you have to do what I call fancy water.
Fancy water.
Fancy water. Okay, so if you just want to hold that up so we can see.
Yes, you have frozen lemon
Anytime-
and citrus in there.
Anytime you have oranges, lemons, limes, you can even do cucumber. Don't freeze them though. Throw them into your water, and it just gives it that little infused flavor, a little
I love
extra, and it's already ready in your freezer, so you don't have to stop and think about it.
That's easy.
So it's all about prepping, and it's all about planning ahead.
And Liz, besides brunch, you make some pretty impressive cakes and cupcakes.
Cakes
in
is
fact,
my thing.
let's take a
Yes.
look at some pictures here. I think the first one we have is a wedding cake.
Yes.
And it's spectacular.
That was one of my first cakes, believe it or not, and we kind of like to call that old school. That's before I discovered the wonders of fondant.
Yeah.
But you can do a lot. There's just natural flowers in between. That was an outside wedding. That was kind of interesting because we had thunder showers, so we had to keep literally moving the cake in and out of the covered area. And the wedding cakes, this is made out of the fondant. All of those are hand formed. And those were made precisely to mimic some fish that the birthday person had.
Oh,
and it was a surprise.
How cute. And this might be my favorite one, I think.
This is
How
one of
awesome
my favorites.
is that?
Everything there that you see except for the ketchup and mustard bottles, of course the plate, is fondant and cake. It's really a form of art. It's sculpting, but it's with sugar and basically, marshmallow Play-Doh is what you call it.
And look at the Muppets here. Wow.
That's probably my specialty if I had to pick one thing. And I have all of those things put together for instructions for people in an ebook for wedding cakes. And I've got playing with food is my thing. That's
also
what I
your
do.
show, right?
And I have a brand new adventure, which I'm really, really excited about. I do have a public access show called Playing with Food.
Okay.
And we've got lots of interest for that already. Everyone loves to cook.
It's true.
And some people feel intimidated. So my thing is that I like to bring maximum flair with minimal fuss.
Oh, I like that.
It's all
quite
about
a motto, Liz.
presenting the ideas and making it easy so that people can watch and say, I can do that.
Yeah.
It shouldn't have to be intimidating. It should be fun.
You've inspired me to have a brunch.
Good.
So thank you so much for being
Thank
here.
you.
We'll have the recipes over at WTNH.com. Just click on style. And your website?
Playingwithfood.tv.
Pretty easy. Thanks again.
Thank you.